I'm Dorene Petersen. I'm President of the American College of Healthcare Sciences, and I'm here today, a beautiful May sunny day in Portland, Oregon, and we're replacing some of the botanicals that we lost in our botanical teaching garden over the particularly cold winter we had this year. Here we have a small chamomile. It's the Chamomaelum nobile is the Latin name. It was originally Anthemis nobilis, but you know, nomenclature, they're always wanting to change it. It's the Australasian family, and very fragrant. Even just sitting here gently touching the leaves of this plant, I'm inhaling the wonderful aromatic materials that emit from chamomile. So today we're actually going to plant it very near the door of the college store, the apothecary shop. You can actually walk on this plant, and frequently you'll see, like in English herbal gardens, maybe even, you know, half an acre of chamomile lawn that people enjoy walking on in order to enjoy the fragrance. Chamomile is a particularly interesting plant, probably best known in Beatrix Potter's tales. You know, it was given to Peter Rabbit for his upset tummy, so it's very good for digestion. Very nice as a tea for headaches and upset, and can be used for all of those ailments. It's also a wonderful essential oil, and very sedating, calming. It's a very dominant essential oil. So and by dominant I mean it has a very dominant aroma. So if you're blending with chamomile essential oil, it's always very important to start with a very, very small amount, because the aroma tends to dominate the blend. And today Erika Yigzaw, Senior Vice President of the college, who's also Oregon University Master Gardener, is going to give us some planting tips. Erika.
Well, hi everybody. I'm Erika Yigzaw. I'm a Master Gardener and the Senior Vice President here at the college. This is a really nice little organic chamomile plant. It was labelled as Anthemis nobilis, which, as Doreen mentioned, is the old Latin binomial. It's now Chamomaelum nobile. So we're just going to scrape back an area here to dig our hole. Again, we're using hazelnut mulch here at the college garden. It is a locally available mulch, but we do have some other reasons for using it. It is excellent if you've got a lot of dogs that you want to keep off your garden beds, which I know is an issue for quite a few people. Now we've got some nicely amended soil here. It's kind of compacted actually, because it's had a big flax plant here, and that actually died over the winter because flax is not hardy to our zone. We have a little bit of a microclimate here, so we've actually managed to keep our flax alive for 4 or 5 years, but this year we lost it because we just had a dreadful winter with lots of snow pretty much all over Portland. All the flaxes died. So we're just going to keep making some holes here. This bed was actually originally amended with some gravel and some compost, because this area has really poor drainage. Drainage is really important for all of our Mediterranean herbs especially, but for all plants they need good drainage. You might not realise it, but about 30% of soil is actually made up of air pockets, and that's not big holes in the ground but little microscopic air pockets. And the plants need air to survive, and having bad drainage or inadequate drainage, or having your plants sitting in water, can lead to a lot of root rot and other fungal disease problems. There you go.
So here I am to the rescue with some tools
that actually work and don't bend.
What I have here is kind of a claw tool that is just going to help to break up the compacted soil, so Erika can get in with the sturdier trowel. And
yeah, it's important. There's kind of a saying that says it's important to make a $20 hole for a $2 plant. That's actually a dandelion. We should show them what the dandelion looks like. But she just dug it up.
Which of course I just dug up because I didn't want it to interfere with the chamomile. But how interesting this is, as Erika said.
I'm just going to go ahead, just let me break up the root ball and get this in here before the poor little plant gets too dried out, because it is 80 degrees out here. Okay, back to the dandelion.
So the interesting thing about identifying a dandelion, if you look at this leaf, it looks a lot like another common plant called a hawkbit. And one of the most identifiable things about the dandelion leaf is to look at the underside of the leaf and notice the midrib of the leaf, and it's completely hairless. So that is a very important identifying characteristic. So this is a close-up of the dandelion, and again, one of the most notifiable identifying characteristics of a dandelion leaf, and which, as I said, can look a lot like a common plant called a hawkbit, which is not a medicinal plant, is the fact that it has no hairs on that midrib, the middle part of the leaf. So always turn the leaf over and take a good look at that.
And I think what's interesting here too, Dorene, is if you look at the serrated edge here, wondering how to identify the dandelion, because they want to make dandelion tea and dandelion coffee, and you can use the dandelion greens in the spring in your salads. In Italian markets, they actually sell them in the markets. So if you're an organic gardener, you're saving yourself money because you don't have to go and buy it. You can just go and pick it out of your lawn.
Exactly. So rather than spraying your dandelions, eat your dandelions.